here will also be amazing.
Dzień dobry! As we are here on Blackburn, of all the maps, we finally get Blackburn with the Polish derby, the Poland versus Poland match. We have the Blue Zerg representing AGO or AGO, I guess, esports. It is Elazer.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Blackburn LE, we have the other Polish player. We have the Red Protoss representing Team Blazer. It is Krystianer.
See, here's my problem with the team name, because Elazer's team name is like, you know, an abbreviation. So I'm never sure if I'm supposed to read it as I would read it in English, so spelling each letter, or as I would read it in Polish, where I would just make it a word.
Yeah, the Polish language is a little bit different like that. You know, you could even ask Elazer if you so wish, what his team prefers.
I may.
Oh! Almost gets a drain.
Ooh, almost.
But I did want to just touch on something, because I'm sure that a lot of people are unaware. Kuro, my co-caster today, she's actually Polish. She's residing in Poland right now.
Yes, I mean, maybe somebody could guess, but
Maybe.
Look, I had to do something. I couldn't stop myself.
So yes. Lucky enough to be in Poland again. Like, there's a lot going on in Poland. Of course, I Am Katowice is there every single year as well. And there are a lot of Polish players.
Yeah, I'm actually very impressed by how how big, I guess, the Polish scene is in general. Like, not just in StarCraft, but like in esports in general. Like, Poland seems to be like, you know, one of those like main countries of esports in general.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Quite interesting.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird. Like, it's not something you would expect, but there it is.
Yeah, honestly, I'm sure a lot of it has to do with ESL. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with the fact that I Am Katowice has been a very consistent event year after year after year. So, and that really does help bring esports to the forefront for the people there.
Keep in mind that the very first I Am Katowice was not the like world championship. It was just one of the stops, like one of the IMs, and they were like, we may as well make it this. Like, and like that's how it started with the IM. But even before that, like in Brood War, we had Polish players as well. So like, there's just always been something that, like, you know, attracted like Polish people to the esports scene.
It's interesting, very interesting. Speaking of interesting, we do once again have our Protoss player here as he's trying to get some damage, almost gets a drone. But what I was trying to get to is that he did open up with a Stargate.
Oh yeah. No oracles though. Unlike in the previous series.
Very different style to Gung Fu Banda. I would say a little bit more standard here with a Void Ray first. The Void Ray, of course, will be able to deny this Overlord, and we'll see what comes out afterwards.
There's an oracle. I just thought it was very funny that the Void Ray popped out right in the range to shoot the Overlord. Like, it was, you know, perfectly calculated.
Perfectly timed. Perfect. But yes, as you were saying, we do have an Oracle after the Void Ray. The Void Ray, of course, is here to deny as much scouting as possible by Elazer. The follow-up Oracle ideally was meant to blindside Elazer a little bit, but I'm pretty sure the Overlord did see it morphing in.
Yeah, probably.
And yeah, at the moment,
there
like,
are spores coming up, so there's gonna be that.
Yeah, we have plenty of queens in position. We got a Spore in the natural base, a Spore at the third base. No Spore in the main, but again, we have two queens, so Elazer should be fine.
But look what we see on the production tab for Krystianer.
Yeah, I love this. It's something that we just haven't seen today. So for the first time this broadcast, we have a double Stargate Void Ray opening.
Yeah, I was surprised that, like, you know, every time, like, I feel like almost every game we had a Protoss, we saw a Stargate, but it was always like, you know, just very limited Stargate usage. Like, there were the oracles, there was the game with a lot of oracles, but it was never like, you know, air sky toss, just straight up.
Yeah, and we'll see what Elazer's response to this is going to be. At the moment, he doesn't really have an idea of this. He hasn't seen the additional Void Rays quite yet, so he has no idea that it is double Stargate. And on a map like Blackburn, which, by the way, we have to mention, this is the first time we're casting on Blackburn today as well. On a map like this, because of the very short rush distance by ground, you can go for these Queen Roach Ravager pushes, and we have plenty of Queens to do so.
And they're on the way as well. Oh, the first Oracle tried to dive into the main.
It did. The Queens are starting to waddle across the map. They are scouted by this Oracle, so Krystianer is well aware of the danger he's in.
Oh, there's a linger around by as well. But I was gonna say that the Queens are just walking on their own, which is a little bit risky because, you know, they're very slow out of creep, so that they could be like sniped, like maybe kited.
True.
But they are being joined by the army now.
Yeah, I was about to say, because they're slow, they have to leave first, so they can get there in time. Meanwhile, here comes the rest of the army. Krystianer, he is getting ready, throwing down as many pylon shield batteries as he can.
And the Queens are already starting to munch on these Void Rays, but they are microed pretty well, so they're not falling so far.
Yeah, nice usage of these Ravagers, forcing the Void Rays to move back and stutter step. And is this going to be enough? Again, a lot of shield batteries here to defend.
Now another snipe on the Ravager. Like, Krystianer is doing a good job just slowing down this push, but we're gonna see if that's enough.
Yeah, exactly. At the moment, the biles are only being used on the Void Rays to force them to start step backwards to try and force them not to be auto-attacking as much as they can. We do see Overcharge is being used. Immediately it's being biled down, though.
Nice. Snipe exactly the battery that was overcharged, and the Void Rays are starting to fall down when most of the army of Elazer is still there.
Yeah, exactly. They did take a couple of biles to the face, actually a decent amount of them, and now so many of these Void Rays are low. The Lings are getting on top of everything here, and Elazer, he's breaking the third.
And the Queen, most of the Queens, if not all, are still alive, so they can deal with most of these Void Rays when the ground army is just cleaning up the rest.
Exactly. Oh my god, another Void Ray does fall, so the third base is forfeit. Now Elazer is attempting to break into the natural. More Void Rays are falling here. Krystianer, please, GG!
GG is cold.
And Elazer takes game number 1. And again, I'm surprised that these are best of 3 series. I'm surprised that Blackburn made it through the veto process just because of how powerful these queen pushes can be, specifically on this map.
I mean, I guess now we know why Blackburn didn't appear in any other series.
Sure. I'm just curious as to why it appeared in this one. I'm curious as to what Krystianer really vetoed here to allow it through.
Maybe he was hoping that his Void Ray build would work out better.
Yeah, I mean, he was defending relatively well. Like, he saw it early on. He was able to throw down a bunch of shield batteries, but he was taking a lot of those biles to the face. Like, the biles were connecting with those Void Rays. And on top of that, he didn't really have much else to defend. He wasn't focusing too much on gateway units. It's not like he had a Disruptor on the way or a Robotics Bay being thrown down. Like, he was just really relying on pure Void Ray there towards the end.
Yeah, the Void Ray was definitely the focus for him. And with how common the queen pushes are, it's not quite working as well as it used to.
Yeah, again, to be fair, I don't know much of Krystianer's style. I don't know if maybe this is something that he does often and Elazer just kind of blind countered him. I don't know if maybe Krystianer was trying to be a little bit cheeky there, but yeah, didn't really work out there for Krystianer. Shout out to Icecar, by the way. He's our admin for the day.
He's doing his best.
He is. He's a great guy. He's great.
Elazer is calling him out and copy pasting.
Elazer, please. He's doing his best. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have an easy job. Just getting everything, in order, making sure all the players are in the right lobbies and not leaving 3 minutes before game or being late.
I was about to say, who is Elazer to call out our admin when Elazer was the reason why we were on an extended break and waiting for 10 minutes? Come on, mate.
He said he was warming up, okay? It's important to warm up.
He had the entire day to warm up. He only has one series today. What are you on about? God damn it.
Maybe he was playing a late game versus SC2 as a warm-up. Never know.
Sure. Meanwhile, we are getting into game number 2. The players are finally ready. We have all of our casters. Of course, Indie StarCraft is here. He's covering this in Polish if you do want to head on over to another language stream. And here we are. Game 2 on Jagannatha.
Yep, as you said, we are on Jagannatha LE, where in the bottom left corner, we have once again the Blue Zerg player, leading 1-0 in this series so far. Representing, right, we didn't ask. Let's say AGO Esports. It's Elazer.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Polish Protoss. He is red, representing Team Blazer. It is Krystianer.
Yeah, about the Polish reading, in case somebody didn't know, the big thing that we're arguing about is it API or is it API?
Yes, in the Polish language.
API just sounds so much better.
Yeah, in the Polish language, apparently, things like the World Wide Web, like www, like you say it differently, right? Question mark or ISP?
No.
No?
No. It's more that like if the abbreviation like is a readable word, you just read it as a word. If it's like, you know, just consonants together, then you just read it as consonants, like one after the other.
Okay.
But if you're able to like comfortably read it, you just read it. I don't know why it was thought that way, but that's how it works.
That's how the Polish language works.
Yeah. And no aggression from either side. Quite surprisingly, actually, I would say. Like this is very chill. Chill game so far.
I guess so. To be fair, I'm not too sure if Krystianer is like known for his aggressive plays, and if he's known for like going for something like proxies or cannon rushes. Based off of game number 1, it's quite possible, from what I can tell, is that Krystianer would want to go into the late game. He wants to go into Sky Toss. You know, he wants to abuse it as best he can.
Yeah. I would say though, Elazer sounds to me like a bit more aggressive one though. Although he is known for hashtag Warsaw Subway ? But still, like he seems to me like a bit more of an aggressive player.
I thought like the the subway system in Warsaw wasn't that great. Is that not?
It exists.
It exists. You know, you can get places sometimes, maybe.
Look, I'm not the citizen of Warsaw, so I cannot comment. Like, I cannot confirm or deny. I just know that it exists.
Okay, there we go.
I know that there is one line, and that they were trying to build the second or something.
Jesus
Don't quote me on
Christ.
that.
2 lines, oh my. Meanwhile. We do, of course, have a Stargate opener once again from Krystianer. This time, he does not go for a Void Ray first.
Yeah, I think it may be because the Overlord is not there yet, so like he doesn't have the reason to deny that. At the same time, the Adepts are getting into the base.
Yeah, we'll see how much damage they can get done, I believe. Yeah, there we go. 2 workers already going down. 3, 4.
Yeah, nice focus fire so far.
Yeah, really nicely done. For 2 Adepts.
And there you go, 7. Just before the Adept dies, it gets the last worker.
That it does. And Krystianer, he's not done. He's going across the map with his Oracle, looking for even more damage. Will he find it, though? We have plenty of Queens spread out between the bases. No Spores in the main or the natural, or the third.
Yeah, he's only throwing them now. I mean, throwing one of them now. But the Queens should be good enough to fend off a single Oracle.
That they do. Something that's interesting is that it looks like here, at least on Jagannatha, Krystianer has decided not to go for a second Stargate. Oh, as he dives back in.
Yeah, like let's say for the Oracle is gone, but it just circled around and it got a few kills.
Yeah. Some damage was done. Keeps the Oracle alive, can dive back in, use a revelation, scout the army, and we see Krystianer is switching into a Twilight Council.
Yeah, not so committed to the air this time.
Which I approve of. We have seen on Jagannath, again, queen pushes can do really well due to these speed zones, so Krystianer not risking going for a double Stargate again.
Oh, and straight into the Templar Archives.
Oh my. I did not expect that.
Yeah, I don't think that's very common.
Yeah, normally we see like a Twilight Council into like either a Glaive of Depths or Charge, sometimes even Blink
Or
with
Darkshine.
yeah, like +1 Stalkers, but no, he's going straight into that Templar Archives.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it for Archons or is he actually planning something else?
I imagine it has to be for Archons. It would be very greedy of him if he just, you know, went straight into Storm.
I don't know.
But maybe he's
But
feeling
these
that
two
greedy.
adepts are another two adepts getting into the base and getting quite a lot of kills.
This is disastrous, by the way. Like, this is like so many drones have gone down. There's 18 so far, and Krystianer's not done. Like Elazer, he's just losing workers left and right.
Yeah, he's actually losing more this time than the last time, and it just keeps going. The queens the queens alone are not enough to prevent the damage.
Yeah, that was really disastrous there by Elazer, just not really defending at all. His lanes were across the map, trying to deal some damage. The Archons are revealed, and what's scary is that we do have a War Prism, and yeah, Krystianer, he's going across the map with his Archons.
And we're gonna see how there is a roach warren though, so there should be roaches? Question mark.
Sure,
Do we have any roaches yet?
They are slow though. 7 are gonna come out. We'll see if they're gonna be able to be in position to deny these Archons as they are going straight for that mineral line. Oh,
The queens are focusing the War Priest, but the Archons are gonna keep them away.
thankfully, Elazer this time is able to defend against the Archon drop. Oh boy, but the Archon.
And look at that. Look at the production tab.
You're talking about it.
We're just talking about the Warsaw subway.
Yeah, the Warsaw has one subway line, and it's right here in the natural of Elazer, ready to just go across the map, zoom across the map, if you will, with his roaches and his queens.
Yeah. Looks like, you know, Elazer is sticking to the queen roach builds. This time we have Archons, so we'll see if that helps.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. The Nidus is in the main base. The Nidus was spotted earlier as well by that Oracle, but Krystianer, he's not responding at all. He's not reacting. He doesn't see. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think he noticed. His whole army is at the natural, and now the roaches are out together with the queens.
And there we go. The entire army does react. He does pull back though because, again, Elazer, he's pushing in forward in with his roaches. The recall.
He was actually just clamping the army to recall. And there's another on the front as well.
Exactly, like Elazer doesn't have to commit with this. When things get too scary, like Elazer, he can just go back through that Nidus and into the third.
Oh, there was actually the Nidus in the main fell down, so the queens are stuck there for good. But the roaches are still gonna deal with the third base.
Exactly, an Immortal gets picked up for free. The roaches head into that third base. There's nothing here to defend. Recall was used earlier.
Yeah, like Krystianer is focusing on defending the main, but the roaches are just they're even chasing all the workers just in case there's another base.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned.
This army is gonna get stuck in natural.
That it is. It looks like Elazer should get a kill on this third base. I was a little bit concerned that he sent too many roaches out to deal with that, and oh god, it's possible that Krystianer could save his third.
Just focus it. There you go.
Okay. Whew. Thankfully, thankfully, Elazer does focus it, kills the base, and hunted down all those workers that attempted to escape.
Yeah, but when Krystianer thinks this is it, this is not it.
It's not it at all, mate. As the roaches come back in to deny that third once again, the Immortals are exposed. Oh god.
There is a worker to save them, but at the same time, as Krystianer is busy like dealing with the Immortals, like there's another Nidus coming up.
Yeah, Krystianer's being pulled apart. Krystianer had such a solid early game, killing so many drones, but that doesn't matter anymore. He's lost 31 probes. He's down to 2 base economy.
Yeah, like Elazer just made up for all those losses, and now there's creep in Krystianer's bases as well.
Exactly. Krystianer, he can't take that third base at all. He has a decent amount of immortals. To be fair, that's really the only thing going for him. He has in total 5 immortals and 2 archons. A very beefy army, but it's not where it needs to be.
Exactly, it's like a beefy army with no buffer whatsoever. It's just the beef.
Yeah, just the beef. What? Meanwhile,
Look,
these
I
pylons...
Exactly.
Exactly. They're being cleaned up as well. Another Nidus pops up in the main base. Finally, the Immortals show up, and these Immortals, they will be able to deny these Niduses. But as all this has been happening, on the side of Krystianer, Elazer, I mean, he's just training up. You know, he's taking another base. He's teching up as well, getting Burrow, because why not?
Exactly. The Burrow is on the way as well. Is he gonna get Burrow movement as well? Because why not?
I hope not. I kind of want to make sure Elazer, he techs up as well, goes for a Hydra Den or something, like doesn't tunnel vision too much on roaches. To be fair though, he could do whatever he wants, right? As you were saying, there's nothing really to protect these Immortals, as good against roaches as they are.
Yeah, I know there are a few sentries, but I don't know if there's enough. And once again, as Krystianer is defending the front, there is more on the back and more on the west as well.
Yeah, he just doesn't have enough to defend all places at once. The roaches, they're sneaking into the natural.
GG is called. Elazer takes the game in the match. 2-0.
GG, well